So hi everybody and welcome back. This is Unreal Engine 5 tutorial series for beginners. It's an overview and I messed up with the video number in the last video. I said it was video 25 but it was actually 26 and this video here is 27. Okay. That said, we continue with animations, and in this video I want to show you a short example how we can manipulate already existing animations to create our own. There are many different ways, perhaps even better ways, but this one I want to show you, and later you dive in animation tutorials and then they show you the right way, the settings, and explain all the little bit things. So what we do is we go to the animations, and normally we would have here animation section, but in this case it comes with the starter content or with the third person template. In mannequin we go to animations and we click one of these example animations, and what I'm going to use is, let's say, third person idle animation. I dock this here on top. I can switch again, and now I want record my own animation. I think there was a very easy way, and you see here again so many options. Just forget all, we don't need anything here. That's good. Yeah, so many options and so many things. Just keep the default, works most time, and if it's not working then you just go to the search engine and check why it's not working, or you watch a tutorial. So in my case this one is perfect, but now I want change this idle. For example, I want let's call do something. Or should we change this one? Not the jump one. Let's go for this walk, and let's pause this here on the bottom. We can click here and pause it. And what we can do now, oh, let's not pause it, let's start it again. Sorry for that. Play. Let's press play again. And what we are going to do now, it's very simple. Here oh, sorry. Here on the bottom up. Here on the bottom is our record button, and when we press this one, all what we do here will be recorded. So what we can do before we record, we will change here, for example, our position. Let's pause this. I go here at the start, for example. I go now to the socket tree here on the left, and now I go, for example, let's make us something funny. I go to the upper arm and let's make a flying position, and I go to the other upper arm. This is left. Let's find right. Upper arm right should be here. Let's see if this is the right one. No, that was not. Control Z to reset it. And here, this one is the right one. Let's do the same thing here. Now I have a very strange looking flight position. Here I can, this one. And let's change a little bit more. I show you something why I'm going to do this one. You know this ninja walking style, they put their arms back like wings, and exactly that we are going to do here. Very simple, not very difficult, only find the right position. Let's see this one, and I rotate this one a little bit. Bang, yes, I'm now flying. Same goes for this arm. Oops, let's find here also the position. What was it? The upper left arm. Is this one? Is this one? Don't know. Yes, it is. Let's do the same for this one. Now I have a flying ninja position. Anything like that. Not very important now. It is just a very fast solution, which looks a little bit weird, but whatever. And now when you play this one, you have changed this position a little bit, but actually you have not recorded. So we will record now this one, and now I show you one more thing what we can do while we're recording this one. We can go again to this skeleton section. Let's select the pelvis, which is our, no, better, we select the root one. This is also good. And now I go down, I will press record, and then I will rotate this guy also. I just show you that we can manipulate a little bit and create our strange animations here, but there is also another way with keys and so on. But this one is fast on the fly. And now I do this. First of all, I press record, but then it pops up a menu which asks you where you want save the new animation, because it will not overwrite the all existing animations. So normally I would go to our animation folder. I don't have it. That's why I go and create it this time in the content folder, and later I move it to my animation folder. Then you can here set some options. I keep them, it's okay. And here, animation name, new animation. Let's keep this name because it's not very important. You can call it what you want. Of course not a name like this one. This one is a really bad name. You should name it as good as possible, which means as descriptive as possible. Like here, third person walk. Here this third person is walking. Here it is running. Here it is jumping. Here it's jump and jump loop and so on. But in our case, for demonstration purposes, okay, we write now it is recording. All what you see is recording, and now I can even manipulate this while it is recording. So now I can change this and make this one, all is recording here. And if I want a little bit faster and so on. Okay, I think that's enough. Then we go here to the green button, I press stop, and we get a notification. Our animation with the name new animation has been successfully recorded, blah 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 and so on. And here on the bottom we can see it, it has an asterisk because it is not saved. We click now on our animation, which looks a little bit strange. Why it is deformed? This is a little bit strange. Now I'm not getting it, because we recorded exactly this one and this one is deformed. That's normally wrong, sorry. My showcase failed hard. Why? I don't know what's happening. Normally it is, normally what should happen is I have changed it here, right? And exactly this one should be recorded here, and it is not. It does it not. So strange a little bit. Okay, let's see something. Let's, when I start playing here, I hope, yeah, here is all normal. I want to check this. And here I have a problem. I don't get this. Really, normally it should be record exactly the same thing here, but no. Why you do that to me? Okay, whatever. Anyway, you get the idea. It is strange that this its arms are not right recorded, because normally the thing what it should happen is I have changed the position to this one, right? And then I pressed record, and then it will take exactly this position what it has here, and translate it internally in a right way, but it doesn't. So this worked not anyhow. I don't know why, because in Unreal Engine 4 I made something similar and it worked perfect, but perhaps I missed there something. Okay, this demonstration failed, but let me still continue with very strange looking arms. So what we are going then, we have created this new animations. We go save all because there was an asterisk, and we go here on top. We click and you can see the animation I have created here on my content, because I have not created an animation folder. But now we have created an animation. What we are going to do is we create an folder for it. Right click, or here an add, same, you go to the new folder, call it animation. Very important, and I don't know the convention for animation, but we can use R or anything at the start and change it later. Still, we can still change it later. Perhaps R is already reserved for anything else. Then you can call RN or something. So, but right now R like animation, and then with that we take it, drop it to our animation folder, move here, then again on content, right click, go to fix up redirections, all is fine, animation, and we have our failed animation here. But we have here one problem, right? It is a very long animation. Perhaps we don't need that long, and that I want to show you too. Perhaps I wanted only show you this spinning here. Let's say I'm only interested in this spinning. I'm not interested in all these parts here, and there is a very easy trim trick. Let's say I'm interested when he starts his trimming, I move here this selector to the position which I want. I think this one is good, and then I right click on this selector again, and then here is the option remove from remove frame. Frame means this counting system. 0 is here to 282, which is here. This is the selected place, and the other one would be go the other way, but I don't want that, so I select the first one, and when I press now it starts with my spinning, and I say okay, let's go a little bit more. Okay, that's too much again, so I want that it spins one time and spins back, and still here also. Let me see here something more. Here it starts real. Let's go here. Let's trim this also away because it's not really useful. Let's spin, and stop. That's enough. Spin, and let's say I get rid of this other one too. Oh, come on, man. Oh, whatever. And then you click here, right click again, and this time you trim from this point, and now you have, for example, your final animation. It's very short, and then you can still check time and so on and so on. This should be a very fast solution to change animation, a spinning animation. And of course now we want to use it, right? And this is a problem here because this one is not integrated now in our blend space. For example, this one we would use in another way. For example, this one, when I start the game, the animation which you see the mannequin is using an animation blueprint, which is blending all together. But this one, what we created here, can be integrated in the system too, but then we need the knowledge, but we don't have that. But we can still test our own created animation very fast, and let's do this. Let's go here on world settings or find to third person character. I go to my world settings, default pawn class, browse the asset, it jumps to my third person character. I open this up, And then I go to the viewport, I click on the viewport, I go to the mesh, there is my animation. And I can select it here. This is one way. For example, I can go now animation, use animation asset. This was the other mode what I showed you. The bad thing is now I have here my new animation. I can select here which animation asset I should play. For example, my new animation, and now my animation is spinning. Compile, save, and now when I play my game, I have a spinning character. But very interesting is the arms are right now. Can you see that? The arms are right now. In my preview, the arms was not right. Now they are right. Man, they faked me. The preview faked me. But okay, even better news. Because it works, but the preview works not. Okay, we have now a spinning thing. The problem is this one is not proper setup because you have to make it work a little bit more accurate. I show you fast one more thing. Let's reset this one because you want to use your animation blueprint. I go here to my mesh again, to animation. I reset to animation blueprint and anim class to third person anim BPC. So this is all good and nice. But let's see, let's go to the programming section a little bit. And let's say I want to use this animation when I press a key. For example, later when you are creating a game and you press a key, it makes a spinning attack. Let's call it a spinning attack, right? Because you can right now, it's doing nothing. But when we press a key or something like that, it should make a spinning attack. And I show you how we can program this fast. It's very simple. Not very long, a very easy way. So what we are going to do is first we say we want to use a key from the keyboard. So I right click here and search a key from the keyboard. I write keyboard, and here it pops up keyboard events, which means I can choose now a key which I want to use. Let's say keyboard like key. And this is the key node, which means if I press on my keyboard to key, this first here pressed will trigger. Triggered means activated. And then I click on this, drag out this white line, and I want to say what it should do when I press on this keyboard. Let's say I want to play this animation, right? We have created animation and I want that this animation should play. I write here play. And we have here many options. I don't know what to select, so I write a little bit more. Play anim. Okay, we have here play animation montage. We don't know. I said this is a little bit more advanced stuff, but I want just to make this very cheap one. The mesh here, this is my mesh, should play an animation. Yes, that sounds very nice. Perfect. So this mesh, what I have, this one, should play an animation. And which animation I have to select. And I want it should play my animation. And I know it's here on top. This time very lucky, but sometimes you are not so lucky what you can do then. Sometimes this here is so full and so long. There is an easy way to do. First, you go for the search. Or if this is not working, there's another way which I showed you. You can go here, find the animations here in this search, or if you have it in your animations and you can see it directly, then you can click on it, go back to your programming, and here it is this back arrow again, and just click in. And it will that will work all time. So, and what we have here is when I press now, it will play this animation. And actually that's it. Very big coding here, 2 nodes. Actually, if coding would be so easy, then we are done in less than 10 seconds. Okay, let's test this. So I start my game. Let's get rid of this one now. So we have a very big screen and I walk normal, but now I press the key and animate. And we have here a problem. You see what happens? I press play animation and it goes not back to the normal animation. Like I said, this is a special animation. This one, what you see here at start, is something called the, let's say, the default animation for the mannequin. And here it's my special animation, my spin attack, which I made here in a very fast, cheap way, which is not really good. But we have this problem. And I can show you fast how to solve that very easy. I think I make this one fast, so you know this too, but there are probably better ways, but I show you here a simple way. You go back to your coding here. What we have to set, if I remember it, is animation mode, set animation mode, something so. We write animation. You see, I don't know the node. What I do then is I write animation. All right. If I could write it, write it right. Animation. Okay. And it was something with mode. Okay. And now it pops up and it said here set animation mode. And in here, I want use animation the blueprint. Was it that really? Use animation blueprint. I think this one was it. I'm not sure. Let's compile, save. Oops. What says? And here you see what happens if you set something wrong. Then a compiler error comes here. You can read then the blueprint is not a skeletal mesh component. Blueprint is not a skeletal mesh component. That's very bad. Skeletal mesh component. R. Why you are not? Let's see. Third person character mesh is this one. I'm not sure. Let's test this one. And let's see. I want not go deep in this one. I want just test this. Okay. And here is my second problem. I press key and it set fast back. So what the mistake we did here? Yes, I made all on one line, which means it goes here and directly in the next node. That was again wrong. And to solve this, there are different kind of tricks. There is again a very interesting node. You will learn it on programming. It's called delay. Delay means what it says, do nothing this time. Let's say how long this delay time you set depends on your animation time. I don't know it right now. We can watch it fast. How much time we will have here? Can I see that? I can see we have here frames and seconds. 265 seconds here. These are the frames, around 80 frames, 2 and 66 seconds, so 7 seconds, something like so. And this time we write with a little bit more. Let's write 266, was it right? But we write here 26. Oh, let's write 27 to make it round. Seconds. So this delay node, you will learn it programming. It's a simple trick, which means if you press the key, it goes here to the play animation. It plays our animation which we created, and then it will continue go this line, but it will stop here, this time here, this delay time at this node and do nothing. And after this time, it will continue to go on this line, and then it will activate this node. And this node says, play our default animation. All right, let's test this. Compile, save, go at start. We press play. And now this is my normal animation, walk around. Now I press the key, I press it, and after the time it resets to my animation again. You see, we have simulated something like an attack later, for example, a spin attack. If you make, for example, a wild wind attack or something like that, then you, of course, you make a better animation like me. But this one, you see, it's very easy to do something like that, and very, yes, not so complicated. Yeah. And this video should be an overview, but right now it's going a little bit too deep for an overview, I think, but that's why I stop here. Because in animations we have, yeah, there is much to set and there's much to do, because there are also this animation rig, which I couldn't show you now, and there are keynotes, keyframe settings, which you can manipulate the animations. I think there is much thing to tell, but I can tell you also, it sounds very complicated. It's not. But here, one more thing, which I want to tell you. Later, when you start creating games and so, you will all time concentrated on one field at a time, which means it will be very easy to do, because if you are just concentrating on animation, then you just watch all the animation sections and don't care of all other things. So on this overview, it looks perhaps very difficult, but later when you start watching the proper tutorials, videos, and so, it will be very easy, straightforward. The only problem is it is work, and that means you will have to spend time, but it's not difficult, because it is just time you need to read through to create all these animations, to test all these animations, and so on. I think I stop with animations now, because this will go on and we go to some other sections and talk about other things, what I find here, and so on. Okay, bye all, and see you in the next video, I think.